Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the first NFC matchup of the Eagles. Visit the Dallas Cowboys in Irving, Texas, off the Pittsburgh Steelers for a 22-20 victory. Will lead their respective clubs here in this one. Gary Sorrell joined us. How are you, Gary? Good to see you. The first broadcast have to go through these couple of histrionics to get the custom playbooks held. I have to do the opening kickoff and the opening play oops to get the cooler things to work the way they're supposed to. So before I can just kind of dummy this up on and just do the broadcast part of it, I do have to do this the opening play. So Dallas receives, takes the opening kickoff. Miles Austin brings it out, and there you'll see Roger Staubach starting things off for the Cowboys. Roger the Dodger will be backed up by Steve Pallor, who doesn't figure to get much action during the course of the league. Once the league actually starts, Steve Pallor is going to get a very high clipboard holder rating as this league goes forward. Ezekiel Elliott actually is in the backfield at the start. They do have Emmitt Smith from the get-go, but it's Ezekiel Elliott who makes the first carry, pick up a 5. Now we can go and set the controllers, and that'll get the playbooks to hold. And now we can just worry about broadcasting the game. John Bunting with the Tabs broadcast, just like I do in the Franchise Stars Baseball League. So it's 2nd and 5 for the Cowboys from their 34 after the opening run by Elliott. Handoff here. That one is swarmed. Emmitt Smith stopped at the line. Seth Joyner steps up for the tackle for the Eagles. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Again, if you are new to the project here and how this is being done, each franchise has a master pool of 130 players. 50 players were selected at random to be with the teams for year 1. The remaining 80 players will all come in eventually through the rookie draft. Staubach looks for Irvin there, misses the mark, and the Cowboys will go 3 and out on their opening drive. So Dallas will punt it away. We are just underway here. A little bit later start than I intended to get tonight. I apologize, but I appreciate anybody for taking the time to tune on in here. So the Eagles and Jalen Hurts will take over, get their first crack at it. Hurts, of course, doesn't need much introduction if you are a modern football fan. Hurts a double threat, can throw, can run. Will be a big test for this Cowboys defense. The Cowboys defense has some standout players, but they're kind of second-tier guys on the defense are a bit questionable. Chuck Howley leads the linebacking core, but the rest of the linebacking core is considered to be fairly weak based on their draw. So we'll see. This Dallas defense could be really good, could be suspect. Hurts throws on first down, swings it wide. It's a short pickup of 3 there for Jeremy Maclin. It'll be 2nd and 7. Again, I can't do the coaches. Nick Sirianni actually was the coach draw for the Eagles anyway. But the Cowboys coach draw, which I mentioned previously, will be Tom Landry leading them. That's how the playbook will be done. As Jalen Hurts runs for 6, stopped just shy of the marker. It'll be 3rd and inches. But I can't create any likeness until I actually get into the franchise mode of the game. So it's still going to be Mike McCarthy storming the sidelines during the course of this tournament. So Hurts is going to go from the shotgun on 3rd and inches. Fakes the handoff. Hurts keeps it down in the Dallas territory, and this is what you're going to get out of Jalen Hurts. Big run there down in the Dallas 44. And the Cowboys are going to have to find a way to scheme to keep up with Jalen Hurts. And somebody moved there. We'll see if they call it a false start or if Dallas is who jumped. And it's a false start on the Eagles. So that'll back them up 5 yards to the 49. Hurts again in the shotgun. Again, with Sirianni being the draw for the Eagles coach, they're going to use their current playbook in the game. So I didn't have to create a custom playbook there. Pass across the middle. I believe that was Macklin again. Charlie Waters comes up for the hit. I'm sorry, that was Aguilar. 3-yard pickup again. So a second short pass completion. Gets a couple yards back from the penalty, but it's still 2nd and 12 for the Eagles. Fakes the handoff. Hurts keeps it again. And once again, Jalen Hurts gets some running room down inside the Dallas 35 to the 33. So Hurts making his presence felt on this opening drive for the Eagles. And you see LaShawn McCoy, the leading back for the Eagles. They also have Wilbert Montgomery starting for them. Tom Sullivan, I think, is back there also. So they've got a decent core of running backs. Pass there to the right-hand side, incomplete. And you see Mike Quick and Cornell Green exchanging pleasantries after the ball hits the ground. It's 2nd and 10. Once again in the shotgun. Hurts. Cowboys have the coverage in place, but Hurts is seeing openings and taking. Again, I'm working on the custom offensive playbooks for teams. I have not started doing custom defensive playbooks for teams. Again, I'm doing a conversion from the Action PC game plans in the Action PC game, which is a terrific game if you're a football fan. I know it's a little more of a text game than something like Madden, but Action PC is terrific, and I strongly encourage getting it. But I've devised a system to take their coach game plan ratings and develop playbooks for each of these teams. As LaShawn McCoy gets his first carry of the game, picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Dallas 23. Snap. There's Hurts. Drops back. Fires. Looking end zone. Back corner. And it's incomplete. Think he was out of the end zone anyway. He found his man there in the back corner. But it was broken up, and I don't think if he had been able to hold on to it, it would have been a reception anyway. See, Carson Wentz is the backup for the Eagles. 3rd and 10 for Philadelphia. Drops back. Hurts is flushed out. Thought about passing, decides to keep it, and gets another first down. And Jalen Hurts is just accumulating a ton of yards. This whole opening drive has been Jalen Hurts. Every time he sees an opening, he's taking it, and Dallas, their linebackers are nowhere to be found there. So Jalen Hurts is just leaving the Cowboys dumbfounded on this opening drive. McCoy has only carried it 1 time. Hurts has rushed the ball 5 times on this drive. But there's McCoy down inside the 5. Brought down Charlie Waters with the hit. That'll get down to the 3 where it'll be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's another handoff. Wilbert Montgomery tries to dive his way in, but he's stopped just short of the goal line. So Montgomery's first carry, Brady James stops him inside the 1. So we approach 7 minutes left here in the opening quarter. So Wilbert Montgomery makes a dive for the goal line, but is unable to get in. I formation here, handoff. Touchdown, I believe that is Tom Sullivan, and it is. So Sullivan, a 1-yard touchdown run, completes a terrific drive for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts doing a lot of the heavy lifting on this opening drive. But Sullivan carries it in, and the Eagles strike first here in Dallas, pending the extra point. Kick is up. And missed. Oh, that was a shank on the extra point attempt. So Dallas gets lucky there. As Philadelphia leaves a point sitting on the table, but they still have a 6-0 lead. That was a terrific opening drive for the Eagles. Dallas went 3 and out, and Roger Staubach and company will get the ball back here. With about 6.5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Some quality camera work there. Looks like a guy left a lens cap on. So Miles Austin will be back to receive for Dallas. Kick taken at the 1. Here's Austin out across the 20, brought down. So Staubach and the Cowboys will get back to work here. There you see Tony Hill, Jay Novacek, Emmitt Smith, of course, Michael Irvin. This Cowboys team is pretty loaded. I do, however, think that the 49ers of the 8 NFC teams I've done so far, I think the 49ers are actually the most balanced team coming out of the gate in the NFC. And Seth Joyner, once again, pops Emmitt Smith. A loss of 3 there. It'll be 2nd and 13 for Dallas. I like this Eagles defense. If you were an 80s, 90s NFL fan, you remember the guys from this Philadelphia Eagles defense. It's a lot of guys from that group. As Staubach gets hammered as he tries to unload that one. And I think Staubach is going to come out of this game. Staubach got hit hard there. Said injury timeout. And Steve Pallor has come into this game. Well, that's the last thing the Cowboys wanted. As Staubach gets absolutely hammered, and now Pallor is thrown down by Reggie White. So Reggie White gets into the backfield, sacks Steve Pallor, and the Cowboys with another dud of a drive. And now the Eagles will have terrific field position. Reggie White gets into the backfield unmolested and hammers Steve Pallor. So a play after knocking Staubach out with a hit on an incomplete pass. Staubach hopefully will not be out of this game for too long, but Steve Pallor gets hammered by Reggie White, and now the Eagles will start their second drive in Cowboys territory. This is about as good a start as you could have asked for if you're the Philadelphia Eagles. Particularly if it ends up that Staubach can't come back into this game. Again, talking about that Eagles defense, Reggie White is there, Jerome Brown is there, Seth Joyner, Byron Evans, Wes Hopkins. Hurts tries to get away, and that time Bob Lilly says no. Hurts tried to escape the pocket again, but this time Bob Lilly grabs him and drags him down. Then sacked for a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Hurts in the shotgun again. Here's the snap. Swings it to the right-hand side, complete. Mike Quick along the near sideline. Pickup of 7. It'll be 3rd and 6. I'm not quite sure why YouTube is saying that I'm playing NCAA Football 14, but it is what it is, I suppose. But it most certainly is not. Hurts backpedaling under pressure, tries to swing it wide to McCoy. Hits it into the turf. And that'll bring up 4th down. They may go for it here. I'm trying to remember who their kicker is, but he's not very good. And he's an old school guy who doesn't have a great leg. And they're going to punt it instead. So the Eagles are going to try to pin Dallas deep here. Play it a bit safe. It's Tommy Hutton, I believe, is the punter for the Eagles. That one goes out of bounds around the 7, and at least for now, Steve Pallor is going to stay in the game for the Cowboys. So, of course, I mentioned this is the preseason tournament. It's really just done to kind of kill some time while I'm trying to complete the project and give people a little bit of a glance, at how things are going to go with the Franchise Stars Football League. So Staubach's injury wouldn't carry over into the regular season or anything like that. Emmitt Smith, his third carry of the game, and he is once again stuffed. Only picks up 2 there. This Eagles defense is going to be tough. If their offense can do anything, the Eagles are going to be pretty formidable, I think. So Pallor in for the injured Staubach, drops back, throws, hits Novacek. Novacek fights for the yardage to the first down. He's going to be marked just shy. 8-yard pickup there to Jay Novacek. It'll be 3rd and inches. Asante Samuel with the tackle for the Eagles. Pallor under center. Drops back. Short pass. There's Irvin. Out across the 25, out across the 30. So Steve Pallor back-to-back completions. Despite being 3rd and inches, they decided to pass. Quick little slant there to Irvin, and it's a first down. Dallas moves the chains. Their first down in this game. And the Cowboys are loaded. They got a very, very good draw on the offensive side of the ball. Their offensive line has Nate Newton and Larry Allen and Zach Martin. Old-timers like John Nyland and Rayfield Wright. There's a stop there, though. Reggie White on the tackle there as Ezekiel Elliott has nowhere to go. And the Cowboys also have Emmitt Smith as well as DeMarco Murray and Zeke Elliott. So, I mean, they've got a lot of weapons. Tony Hill is also a wideout. 2nd and 12. Delay handoff, and once again, they are all over Emmitt Smith. Seth Joyner has been in Emmitt Smith's grill this entire opening quarter. It is 3rd and 13 for the Cowboys. This Eagles defense can swarm. Pallor drops back, looks, flushed right, throws back across his body into the middle, but it's incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down, and the Cowboys will be forced to punt once again. So Dallas finding no rhythm early on here. Eagles defense has pretty much had their way with them to this point. There's the punt, driving back inside the 30. Brought back to about the 33. And that's where the Eagles will take over. So Hurts once again tries to get the Eagles offense in sync. They did score a touchdown on their opening drive, a terrific 13-play drive, and then missed the extra point. Shotgun, handoff. McCoy tries to go to the left, and Dallas not having anything of it. He's stuffed. No pickup there, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. 1 rushing yard for the Cowboys isn't going to get it done. You see Nick Sirianni, who did get the draw as the Eagles coach for year 1. Again, I did a weighted system 1 through 100. Any coach who had taken their franchise to the playoffs was eligible there. And there's getting through. There's a sack. Chuck Howley brings down Hurts. 2nd sack for the Cowboys. And that'll be a 3rd and 17. So good job there by Chuck Howley. So Hurts now in the shotgun. The sack pushes him back to the 27. Hurts rolls right, tries to get away, and Too Tall Jones. So now the Cowboys, after Hurts eviscerated them on the opening drive, the Cowboys doing a much better job of containing Hurts. He may be trying to do a little bit too much. He's holding on to that ball a little bit too long now. Back-to-back sacks for the Cowboys, and the Eagles go 3 and out, and they'll have to punt. Here's Hutton. Taken by Dallas in their own territory. Austin down inside the 45. Brought down. Good tackle there. But a good return from Miles Austin. So Roger Staubach was knocked out on the Cowboys' second drive. He was hit as he threw on an incomplete pass. We have not gotten a diagnosis, but he is still out of the game, and that means that Steve Pallor is leading the Cowboys for the moment. They get good field position here, though. Starting from the Eagles' 43. Byron Evans barking out signals for the Eagles. Handoff, here's DeMarco Murray. Murray gets to the outside, down inside the 35. It's a 21-yard pickup for DeMarco Murray. Down to the Eagles' 22. Tony Hill and Asante Samuel exchanging words. And the Cowboys kind of have a three-headed monster. Obviously, Emmitt Smith is the lead dog there. But DeMarco Murray and Ezekiel Elliott, neither of them are slouches by any stretch. Shotgun. Pallor looks to get it wide. He has no option, and Jerome Brown hammers him. So second sack for the Eagles. Jerome Brown, again, one of those tragic stories. If you remember, Brown, a very, very highly touted young defensive lineman, was killed. I believe it was a car accident, if I remember correctly. So he gets a chance at a full career here in the Franchise Stars Football League, which will be fun to watch. 2nd and 21, handoff. Ezekiel Elliott down inside the 30, down to the 27. It'll be 3rd and 15. Lone setback. Play action. Not sure anybody's biting on a play action on a 3rd and 15, but pass over the middle. He hits Lance Rensel, and it's a first down. Threading the needle. Nice pass there by Pallor. Irv Cross, formerly studio guy for NFL Today back when I was growing up. And Staubach is back in. So Staubach says he's good to go. Takes charge, fires, end zone, out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Gives you no warning there. That's, again, just another silly thing from EA. Staubach gets knocked out of the game, and it doesn't really tell you he's coming back into the game. It's just suddenly, there's Roger Staubach again. So Pallor did nothing to hurt the Cowboys while he was in. This is all you can ask of your backup. Swung wide, pass complete, Emmitt Smith down around the 5. Brought down there by John Bunting. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5. Yes, Gary. Brent, Irv, Phyllis. Brent Musburger is a weird dude. I will explain that in a moment. Staubach under pressure, and down he goes. Byron Evans gets a free shot at Staubach, puts him down. Staubach gets up okay. But that'll end the touchdown threat, and the Cowboys will have to settle for a field goal opportunity. I believe it's Chris Boniel for the Cowboys. So both teams getting some pressure on the quarterback here. In the opening half. This will be a 32-yard kick. Boniel puts it up, and good. So the Cowboys are on the board. They have cut the deficit in half. 9:26 left in the first half. It's 6-3 Philadelphia. So when I got out of college, I was working for ABC in Manhattan, with their college football coverage. I was what was called the VFX operator, which basically meant I was handling all the graphics and stuff at the bottom of the screen. But we, of course, were patched in to the booth from wherever the locations of the games were. And at that point, Musburger was working good return here. Out across the 40. That's a nice one there. But Musburger was doing college football stuff for ABC. And so even when there was a commercial break, I would be able to see like what was going on in the trucks and the booths that, there in the conversations those guys would have. Some of them were very funny. But Musburger was just a weird dude. He had the mumbles. He would like talk to himself. He was a chronic nose picker. Like he was just a very weird guy that you didn't think of when you were watching him be kind of that stiff guy in the studio. Back with the NFL today is Jalen Hurts. Scrambles here for a first down. Musburger can get a bit surly too. Hurts looks, throws, complete. Nicely done there. Hurts finds Mike Quick. Down inside the Dallas 20 to the 18. Chains will move there. Good strike there from Hurts. Hurts, when he's been under pressure at any point in this game, he's wanted to run. That time he kind of held his ground a little bit. Stood in there and made a pass. Michael Downs with the tackle, but the Eagles threatening again down inside the 20, down to the 18. Throw to the right-hand side, incomplete. Charlie Waters in coverage there. I believe that's Pete Retzloff, the tight end for the Eagles. I'm pretty good about remembering the guys on all these rosters just because I've spent so much time doing the work. But I do certainly forget some of them. 2nd and 10. Handoff. McCoy brought down. That's Brady James getting through his second tackle of the game so far. We approach 7.5 minutes left here in quarter number 2. 6-3 Eagles. Again, this is the preseason tournament that I've completed for the upcoming Franchise Stars Football League project I am developing for Madden 24. Hurts has a gap, takes off. He's going to get stopped before the marker, though. But Jalen Hurts has already amassed 7 carries for 70-plus yards here in the first half. Stopped short of the marker, though. It'll be 4th and 2. You could try to go for it here, but I'm guessing they'll go with the field goal unit. And they will. So on comes Baker, who missed the extra point earlier on. Gets the field goal up, and it's good. So the Eagles extend their lead. It's now 9-3 Philadelphia. If you missed it, Roger Staubach was knocked out of this game on the second drive. Missed the next couple of drives. Steve Pallor was at the helm for Dallas. But Staubach is back in this game. No, Gary, nobody is Marv Albert weird. That was a cool gig, though, that VFX gig. And it paid me next to nothing, but I was just doing it 1 day a week, and it was easy work. Back when when broadcasting was still where I thought I was going to end up, and then I ended up in print journalism instead, and broadcasting pretty much went by the wayside until I started up the Legend Sports universe here, basically. So, turning back the clock a bit, doing these YouTube streams. So I appreciate everybody tuning in and allowing me the ability to do so. So the Cowboys will start from their 27. Lance Rensel, another weird story. Rensel was a very good receiver for the Cowboys. I guess in the 70s, as Ezekiel Elliott is hammered. Graham with the tackle there, loss of 3. I completely just lost my train of thought. I apologize. Jumped from my outside thought to the play-by-play, and now I don't remember what I was going to say. So it couldn't have been that important. Swung wide, Emmett makes the catch. He's popped by Seth Joyner once again. But Emmett with his second catch of the game. Short pickup, though. It's 3rd and 11. Staubach in the shotgun. Drops Reggie White. Here he comes again, and White just obliterates his man and gets to Staubach his second sack of the half. So White brings down Staubach. It'll be 4th down, and the Cowboys will have to punt. Ooh, almost blocked. There's a flag. There might be a running into the kicker call there. Fair catch, but we're going to have to see what the whistle is.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So it's a roughing call, and that's going to give the Cowboys a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
So they went aggressively for the block, and instead they hit the punter, Ron Whidbey, and the Cowboys get to basically restart the drive from their 34. Oh, yes, Lance Rensel, thank you. But Rensel was a solid receiver, and then he got busted for indecent exposure, like to a kid outside of school or something. And it was just a weird story, and Rensel's career was basically done. Probably heard a while back and had forgotten about, and they started doing this project again. And just looking up on players and stuff like that. And I saw that story about Lance Rensel. It's like, are you kidding? So an incomplete pass, 3rd and 8. Dallas's offense still has yet to get in sync. I think Michael Irvin only has 1 catch. Novacek only has 1 catch. The Eagles have bottled up Emmitt Smith to this point. Staubach drops back. Good protection there. Pass over the middle. It's zipped in there, but Novacek can't hold on. Good coverage, and it'll be 4th down, and Dallas will punt again. Novacek looking for a pass interference call. He's apparently not going to get it. I believe that is correct, Gary. I think once the story happened, Landry said that he didn't want him around anymore. Landry was a good man and a great coach, and his unceremonious dumping was not handled the way it should have been by the Cowboys. So Akeem Jordan on the side getting looked at for the Eagles. He's still got his helmet on, so he'll probably find his way back into this game at some point. So 3:34 left in the first half. Eagles will start out from their own 34. The Eagles' defense has been dominant in this half. Handoff here. It's LaShawn McCoy out across the 35 to the 37. Pick up a 4. Spotted at the 38, actually. Greg Ellis. His first tackle of the game for the Cowboys. Second and 6. Hurts, shotgun. Flush, just thrown over the middle, complete. Jeremy Maclin. Was that Aguilar? I'm getting Aguilar's numbers and Macklin's numbers mixed up. That's Jeremy Maclin, okay. Maclin with the reception there. So Hurts steps right, throws left. Maclin gets a step on Charlie Waters. Down in the Dallas 42, clock continues to roll. Dallas audibles. Now Hurts barking out signs to the side. Handoff there. McCoy shakes the pressure and gets the first down. They look like they had LaShawn McCoy bottled up in the backfield, but he squirmed free. and gets it down to the 30. 2-minute warning comes upon us. It's 9-3 Philadelphia. The Eagles driving again here in this opening round FSFL preseason tournament game. Here's the shotgun. Hurts. Fires. Complete. Inside the 5, and Mike Quick fights his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So Hurts to Quick gets the Eagles into the end zone, and they will extend their lead. And the crowd here in Dallas has been hushed in this opening half. Good throw there from Hurts. Williams tries to bring Quick down, but he gets himself into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point coming from Baker, who missed his first. Hits this one, though. 4 plays, 67 yards in the minute 39, and the Eagles have a 16-3 lead here in Dallas. Ken Castro. Ken, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. That's right, Joey Heatherton. She was like a model or whatever she was. Like Lance Rentzel like had it all, and then kind of lost it all. Understandably so. That's one of those things an indecent exposure to a child kind of thing. I really don't know how you recovered from something like that. But it's like, man, guy, how did you manage to blow that? So Austin stopped at the 18. Staubach's going to try to get Dallas down the field, I suspect, here. I don't think they'll be too conservative. Trips up top, a lone setback. Handoff, no. Play action to DeMarco Murray. Pass over the middle, and that's complete. Michael Irvin jukes one guy, but is brought down around midfield. Staubach finds him, though. Second reception of the game for Irvin. Brings it out to the star here in Dallas as the Cowboys try to get something going before the half. Cowboys operating from the no-huddle. We're inside a minute and a half. Oh, Staubach pursued by Reggie White, and he's just going to throw this one away. White chasing Staubach, looking for his third sack of the game. Staubach was able to unload that one. Gets outside of the pocket, so there's no grounding. It's 2nd and 10. Minute 21 left in the first half. Cowboys at their own 48. Shotgun. Play action. Another one over the middle. That one's complete. There's Lance Rentzel down near the 20. So the Cowboys starting to go down the field a little bit more, and they're finding some gaps. Lance Rentzel's second reception. Perfect throw from Staubach. Quentin Michael with the tackle. Down around a minute left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Staubach calls out the signs. Stands in. Fires. Middle again. Novacek makes the catch. Second effort, and Novacek is in. Touchdown, Jay Novacek, and the Cowboys answer the Eagles' touchdown with one of their own. Complete to Jay Novacek over the middle. 3 different passes over the middle. The Cowboys stretch the field out. That's a terrific effort from Novacek, who was probably going down, and Quentin Michael hit him and actually stood him up and I think kept him on his feet. Extra point here from Chris Boniel is up and through. 4 plays, 82 yards in a minute 13. The Cowboys, a much-needed answer after the Eagles' touchdown. 39 seconds left in the first half. It's 16-10 Philadelphia. Again, both teams have all 3 timeouts, so it's certainly not any kind of a foregone conclusion here. that the Eagles are just going to let this clock tick away. Apologies, we had storms in the area today, and I think my Wi-Fi signal has kind of gone in and out as far as being a bit hazy on the feed. So I apologize that the graphics are not possibly as good as they were in the first broadcast that I did. It's been a problem recently here, and I'm not exactly sure what's causing it. I got to get somebody in to look at it. But when we've had bad weather here, it's really wreaked some havoc on my Wi-Fi. I don't know if there's a loose connection or something that the storms are messing with outside the house or whatever. But Hurts swings this one wide, brought down by Aguilar. They'll use their first timeout. Second and 5 from the 32. Appreciate you guys checking in with me. I apologize. This was a little bit later start than I intended tonight. Work kept me a little bit later than I was hoping. Hurts drops back, swings it to the left-hand side, almost intercepted. And if that was picked off, Michael Downs has a pick 6 there. But he's unable to hold on. It'll merely be a 3rd and 5 from the 32. Cowboys have done a much better job bottling up Jalen Hurts since that opening drive. Hurts throws to the right, complete. Pete Retzlaff, first down, gets out of bounds. Hurts now 8 of 13 for 108 yards. It's the first reception for Retzlaff. None of us apparently sleep anyway. I certainly do not sleep as much as I should. Hurts spins, throws. Retzlaff out across the 40 to the 45. He's brought down inbound, so the Eagles will use the timeout. They are going to try to get into field goal range, but Baker does not have a ton of range. So they're going to have to get pretty well up the field to get into Baker's field goal range. Do you still have a timeout left? 17 seconds left in the half. Hurts goes from the shotgun here. Over the middle, complete, first down. Mike Quick down into Dallas territory. They will use that last timeout. 4th reception so far in the game for Quick. A very underrated receiver. Check out Mike Quick's career numbers sometimes. Mike Quick had a few very, very good seasons. If you're an Eagles fan, you're no doubt awaiting the arrival of Harold Carmichael somewhere down the line. Deep threat for the end zone, broken up nicely. Terrence Newman breaks up the deep ball intended for Aguilar. It'll be 2nd and 10. So the Eagles took their shot. Second and 10 from the 47. Hurts swings this one wide. Retzlaff makes the catch, gets out of bounds. Not really much doing there. 3rd and 8 from the 46. So now you've got to think Hurts is just going to air this one out to the end zone here to wrap up the half. He's got 2 wide on either side. Does keep the back in the backfield. Dropping back. Looking, airing it out for the end zone. Massive bodies in the back of the end zone and airmails all the way through. And that's how we will come to an end here in the first half. So the Eagles defense keeps Dallas at bay until Dallas's final drive. But the Eagles still lead at 16-10 midway here in Dallas. You see Tom Sullivan with the 1-yard run, capping the opening drive. Touchdown pass there from Hurts to Mike Quick. Dallas answered the Quick touchdown with a nice drive ending in a Jay Novacek touchdown. So we'll get the second half underway here. Chris Bonial will kick off for the Cowboys. And the second half is underway. Kickoff here taken at the 1. Brought out across the 20, out across the 25. And that's where the Eagles will start off. Again, Jalen Hurts, a fantastic opening drive for the Eagles. Cowboys have adapted a bit. Hurts has not run as much since that drive. Now has been throwing the ball more and more. In the shotgun, as he has been for most of this game. Handoff, no. Hurts keeps it. Out across the 30, out across the 35. Good run, Jalen Hurts, out across the 40. That's his first carry in a while. And it's a productive one out to the 42 before Michael Downs brings him down for the Cowboys. Chains move. It's quickly another 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Play action. Hurts hit as he throws. That one's incomplete. Hurts 11 of 19 at this point. Second and 10 for the Eagles from their 42. Down inside the Dallas 30, inside the 25, LaShawn McCoy will be spotted at the 24. Wheel route out of the backfield. And you end up with Greg Ellis in coverage on LaShawn McCoy. McCoy's going to win that battle every time. So good start to the second half here for the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 24. Shotgun, bad snap, but Hurts is able to corral it. Throws short pass. There's McCoy out of the backfield again. It's another first down pickup. Down to the 13. Howie the Bernedoodle coming down into the basement to join me for the second half here in Dallas. Handoff. Wilbert Montgomery, and Montgomery steams his way down inside the 5. Good run there for Wilbert Montgomery. Down to the 3. The chains move again. It's a 1st and goal from the Cowboys 3. Oh, there's movement there, and that's going to be a false start on Philadelphia.
False start, offense.
Hurts tries to settle his man down. So now it's 1st and goal from the 8. Handoff, McCoy down inside the 10. Nothing doing there. Another tackle for Brady James. So 2nd and goal as Hurts and company talk it over. He'll go back under center here. McCoy, the lone setback. Handoff, there's McCoy, tries to cut it back. He's wrapped up. Nicely done. 8 carries, 26 yards. Now on the game for McCoy. Cornell Green comes up for the tackle from the secondary, his 4th of the game. Hurts moves to the shotgun. Under pressure. And he's not going anywhere. Brought down by Brady James. Nice job here, Brady James, on this drive. That's going to be a short sack there. Loss of 3. Hurts will get sacked a lot just by the nature of the way he plays. And now Baker will come on for the field goal. It'll be 28 yards. Kick is up. And good. So Baker splits the uprights. And the Eagles will extend their lead. It's now 19-10 as they make it a two-score game. But the way that drive was looking, I think if you're the Cowboys, you've got to be satisfied with holding them to 3 points. And accordingly, I think the Eagles are probably going to be disappointed coming out of that drive with only a touchdown. We'll see if it comes back to bite them. Hutton with the kickoff. Taken by Austin inside the 5. Out across the 25. Close to the 30. They'll spot it at the 29. And that's where Staubach and company will take over. So first down, and Staubach goes into the shotgun, which is not a regular occurrence there. It ends up being a handoff to Marco Murray. His second carry of the game. He picks up 4 here. 2nd and 6 from the 33. Backup quarterback Carson Wentz storming along the Eagles sideline. Audible here, man in motion. Renzel and Irvin go from the south side to the north side. Drops back, pass complete. That's going to be Renzel. It's a first down. Staubach now 6 of 12 for an even 100 yards. 3rd catch of the game for Renzel. Asante Samuel makes the tackle for Philadelphia. Here's the handoff. Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott's got a blocker with him. Robert Newhouse leading the way. 5th carry for Elliott. Will Bradley on the tackle. It's a 9-yard pickup for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Cowboys. Second and 1. Handoff. Looks like that's Elliott. His 6th carry of the game. Byron Evans. That's actually the first tackle for Byron Evans. A little bit surprising there. Clock continues to roll. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, down to the Philadelphia 42. Handoff, Emmitt Smith. Bottled up. Smith, 6 carries, 2 yards. They've given him the ball, and again, they're trying to cycle through their backs pretty well here. But Emmitt has just not been able to get free. The Eagles have keyed on him every time he's been on the field. 2nd and 8 from the 40. Here's Murray. Murray has a first down and more. Down inside the 25, nice spin move. Murray wheels his way down into the 20. So DeMarco Murray has carried the ball 3 times. 2 of them have gone more than 20 yards. That's a big miss there. Quinton Michael had his issues before on the Cowboys touchdown drive. Now missing an open field tackle there on Murray. First and 10 from the 19. Here's Elliott. Elliott has a tunnel you could drive a truck through there. Gets down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cowboys at the 4. Asante Samuel again with the tackle for the Eagles. I formation. 1st and goal from the 4. 5:20 left in quarter number 3. Fake to Newhouse. Pitch it wide to Smith. So they tried to run Smith up the middle and nothing doing. They tried to get him wide and there's still nothing doing. John Bunting, his 3rd tackle of the game. Terrific job by the Eagles to this point to contain Emmitt Smith. Flag on the play. That'll be a false start on the Cowboys, pushing back 5 yards. 2nd and goal from the 12. Shotgun formation. Staubach in the pocket, has time. Throw tipped and picked off. It's deflected and intercepted. Byron Evans. Short pass there was deflected, popped up in the air, and Evans comes up with it. Pass for DeMarco Murray. He's unable to hold on as he's hit, and Byron Evans catches it. That's an interception, and the Eagles put a stop to the Cowboys' drive. Hard to blame Murray there. He got popped as the ball arrived. But Evans, very aware, picks that one out of the sky. And the Eagles will take over from their 15. I believe that is the first turnover of the game. Here's Hurts. Hurts out across the 20, out to the 25. Second tackle of the game for Chuck Howley. Hurts in the shotgun. Spins, airs it out, up the left side. That's a dangerous pass by Jalen Hurts, but it falls incomplete. Michael Downs, who almost had a pick earlier, almost comes up with one there as well. Risky pass from Jalen Hurts. Play action. Pressure coming from George Andre. Gets rid of it. Short pass there from McCoy. Third reception from McCoy so far. Greg Ellis gets credit for the tackle on that one. Third and 6 from the 29. 3 minutes left in quarter number 3. Hurts tries to roll right, and he rolls right in to Cornell Green. So that's going to be a short yardage sack. That's the kind that Hurts racks up a lot. Hurts, again, as I mentioned earlier, routinely sacked a lot just by nature of the amount of time he spends trying to scramble. A lot of sacks in the first half. I think that's the first one of the second half. Miles Austin across the 40. We'll see if they feed DeMarco Murray. Murray, 3 carries, 46 yards. 1 short carry, but 2 carries of more than 20 yards to this point for Murray. Again, Emmitt Smith has just been unable to get on track in this one. Obviously, the Eagles' defense deserves plenty of credit for that situation. I don't know what the next game I'll broadcast will be. I got the 4 teams, the Patriots and Steelers, and then the Cowboys and the Eagles here are the only teams I've done playbook stuff for to this point. Again, the Eagles being coached by Sirianni from the draw. His playbook is already in the game, so I didn't even have to do that one. So whoever the next matchup is probably means I'm going to have to create a couple of playbooks. So it may be, I may not do a broadcast Thursday of this. I may do, next one might not be until Friday. Short pass to Marco Murray makes the catch down into Philadelphia territory. Staubach now 7 of 14 for 107. His best moments came in that last drive of the first half. Staubach looks around. Handoff. Brought down in the backfield. Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott's actually had the most carries of any of the Cowboys backs. He's got 8 to this point. I believe Smith only has 7. 2nd and 10. We're down inside 20 seconds. Left in the third. Staubach, all sorts of time from that offensive line. Airs it out down the right side. He's got Irvin. Touchdown. Oh, what a throw from Staubach. All sorts of time. That terrific offensive line gave Staubach all the time he could want, and a beautiful catch there from Michael Irvin. Big time touchdown reception, and the Cowboys are back in striking distance. Beautiful play on both ends. Staubach to Irvin for the score. Bonial's extra point is up and good, and it's a 2-point game. Crowd waking up a bit here in Dallas. Staubach looked like he was going to consider taking off there. But he set himself. He found Irvin getting open. Overthrew him perhaps a touch, but Irvin was able to reel it in. Bonial's kick, taken at the 2. Out across the 20, out to about the 25. Time for one play here late in the third. Hurts in the shotgun. Looks, throws to the left-hand side, incomplete. Quick can't hold on to that one. And there's actually still 1 tick left on the clock. They'll get one more play off. Once again, Hurts in the shotgun. There's McCoy. 9 carries for 29 yards so far for LaShawn McCoy. So we're through 3 quarters here in Dallas. 19-17. Eagles lead the Cowboys this first round matchup of the FSFL preseason tournament. Shotgun there. Hurts brought down. Sacked there. Russell Maryland gets to him. And that'll bring up 4th and 15, and the Eagles will be forced to punt. So the Cowboys have taken momentum here. Getting the crowd a bit more into it here in Texas. Hutton's punt taken around midfield. Austin doesn't really have much room. Stopped at the 47. There's the weird QB strut, as I believe it was our good friend Mike Silva mentioned. It's a weird animation for when the quarterbacks take the field. Kind of got the puff the chest out kind of thing. It's a little bit odd. So big drive here. First drive of the fourth quarter. It's a 2-point game. 19-17 Eagles. Dallas starts in Philadelphia territory, though. Here's Ezekiel Elliott. There's a flag on the play. And that's going to be a holding call against the Cowboys. Dalton Schultz gets whistled. And instead of the gain, it'll be 1st and 20. Cowboys push to their own side of the field as well with that penalty. Handoff out across the 45 to Marco Murray. 4 carries, 49 yards from Murray. 2 short rushes, 2 long rushes. Pickup of 4, it's 2nd and 16. Staubach drops back. Complete. Irvin at the 45. He's wrestled to the ground. 9 of 16 for 162 so far for Staubach. Irvin closing in on the 100-yard mark. Staubach drops back. Steps up. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Reggie White breaks through again. Gets an arm on Staubach. And it'll be 4th and 8. And the Cowboys will have to punt. Cowboys will try to pin the Eagles deep here. Still plenty of time. 12.5 minutes left in the game. Angled kick. Not where he wanted it, though. They say that went out of bounds at the 21. So not at all the punt that the Cowboys were looking for. Eagles would love to get a nice, long, clock-chewing drive out of this. Handoff, McCoy. Stretched out wide. There's a flag on the play. No pickup. And it's a holding call against the Eagles. Brent Seelick. Whistle there. Dallas will accept. It'll be 1st and 20. Again, this is a 2-point game. Eagles got out to the early lead. Terrific opening drive. Some pretty balance since then. Short pass there. McCoy tries to cut it back inside, and Too Tall Jones buries it. Bit of indecisiveness from McCoy where to try to take that ball once he caught it. Too Tall Jones makes the decision for him, taking him to the turf. 2nd and 22, clock ticking. Somebody jumped. Chad Henning certainly crossed for the Cowboys, but they'll say he was drawn off. And it's actually a false start on LaShawn McCoy. 2nd and 27, back from the 4. If you're the Cowboys, you've got to stop them and don't let them get the conversion there. And they play it very safe. Handoff to McCoy. It'll be 3rd and 24. Roy Williams steps up for his 3rd tackle of the game. Hurts drops back. Pressure in the end zone. It's batted as he throws. Russell Maryland gets in his face again. Dangerous play there by Hurts. Held on to that ball a little longer than he should have. Very close to a safety, but it wasn't. And now here's Hutton. Here's the punt. Taken inside the 40. So Dallas down 2. 10:55 left in the game. They will start from the Eagles' 36-yard line. Disappointment would be an understatement for the Cowboys if they can't come out of this drive with points. Pass there, complete to Irvin down inside the 25. So Dallas will move the chains. It's called the 23. In the shotgun. Staubach looks complete. Rensel hit hard, but I think he got the first down anyway, and he does. Wes Hopkins with the big hit, but Renzel got past the marker. Chains move. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Inside 10 minutes left in the game. Staubach, cross over the middle, complete. Irvin, 1st down, touchdown. Michael Irvin fights his way into the end zone, and the Cowboys have come all the way back to take the lead. Got in behind John Bunting. Was hit by Byron Evans, but Irvin muscles his way through into the end zone. It's 23-19 Cowboys. Here's Boniel for the extra point. And it's good. 3 plays, 36 yards in 1:23, and now Jalen Hurts will be playing from behind. 9:32 left in the game. Here's the kick. Taken from the 1. Out across the 25. Good return. Good return. He's got to see him. I'm not sure anyone's going to get him. He's going to go all the way. Oh, my goodness. So that's how you answer it. Timmy Brown on the kick return after the Cowboys touchdown goes the distance on the kickoff. And the Eagles have reclaimed the lead. So Brown, who hasn't touched the ball as far as a running back all game, breaks it loose on the big kickoff return. So the Eagles are back in front by a point. They'll go for the 2-point conversion to make it a field goal game here. With 9:21 left on the clock. Handoff to Sean McCoy is stopped. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. Russell Maryland with the tackle. But a huge play from Timmy Brown. The kickoff return, 99 yards. Immediately following the Cowboys' touchdown. And the Eagles are back in front, 25-24. One moment. Sorry there, my son came home just saying goodnight to him. Didn't want to pause the game and stretch this out at all, particularly as it's a preseason game. So Emmitt Smith's struggles continue for the Cowboys, and now they're at 3rd and 14. So we approach 8 minutes left in the game. Staubach drops back. Pressure from behind. Staubach's going to have to throw that one away. He sensed the pressure coming. Good coverage in the secondary by the Eagles. So Dallas will have to punt it away. 7:53 left in the game. 25-24 Eagles. First round matchup here of the FSFL preseason tournament. Punt taken inside the 40. Brown's return goes a couple of yards. Again, Timmy Brown, the 99-yard kickoff return immediately following the Cowboys' go-ahead touchdown. And that's how we stand, 25-24 Philadelphia. Handoff, McCoy, hammered. Russell, Maryland. Maryland was invisible in the first half, but he has been involved or near an awful lot of disruptions here in the second half. 2nd and 10. And there's movement there. Again, I really do wish that, the game had a few more encroachment penalties by the defense as opposed to making everything a false start penalty on the offense. It does not really do the encroachment penalties, which is certainly a shame. Play action. Hurts, hit as he throws. Pass intended for Aguilar, broken up by Terrence Newman. Hurts is now 15 of 27. 3rd and 15 from the 44. 7:02 left in the ballgame. Empty backfield. Hurts. Step to the right. Throws. Broken up. Nicely done there by Newman again. So they've attacked Terrence Newman twice on this drive, and Newman is up for the task. So 4th and 15, the Eagles will come away empty-handed here. And now they'll just try to get the Cowboys pinned deep. Inside the 20, Austin will take it at the 10 and return it. He gets hammered about the 18-yard line. So 6:49 left in the game. It's a 1-point game. Cowboys start off from their 19. Staubach under center. Handoff. Ezekiel Elliott tries to go off tackle. Byron Evans knifes through and brings him down. Loss of 2. Second and 12. Clock ticking. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. Shotgun, handoff to Marco Murray. Gets a few, but he's stopped. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 19, so back to the original point. Three wide. 2 down on the near side. Staubach drops back. Steps up. Keeps it. Staubach takes off. He's got the first down. That's the first time that Staubach has really tucked and run. 14 yards, gets the first down to keep the drive alive. Hard to call it a drive. They hadn't really gone anywhere as of yet. But Staubach picks up 14 and the chains will move. Clock approaching 5 minutes. Inside 5 now. Handoff. Elliott. Brought down. Nothing doing. Seth Joyner on the tackle. Staubach barks things out wide. Drops back. Pressure. Staubach's going to have to throw that one away. Good coverage across the board by the Eagles. 3rd and 10 from the 33. I like this Eagles draw. This would still be considered an upset if they pull the win off. But this Eagles team is certainly going to be formidable when the league starts. Staubach, pass, complete. Irvin out across midfield. Looks like Irvin was going to run a deeper route. Sensed trouble, came back for it, and Staubach hits him. 7 catches for 141 from Michael Irvin. Inside 3.5 minutes. There's a handoff, Ezekiel Elliott. So the Cowboys have really gone away from Emmitt Smith in this one. He hasn't had a carry in a while. Second and 9. Staubach drops. Pump fake, now looks. Complete. That's going to be Schultz. First catch for him in the day, pickup of 6. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 42. Big play coming here. Approaching the 2-minute warning. They get the play off. Handoff, it's a draw. Murray has the first down. Looked like he was going to be hung up, but he cuts it back. Gets the first down, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. From here, it would be a 56-yard field goal for Chris Boniel. You're at the back end of his range. Cowboys would still love another 10 or 15 yards. Staubach drops back. He had room to keep it. He throws it. It's intercepted. Herm Edwards picks it off. Swung wide for Irvin, and Staubach probably should have kept that one. Stepped up. He had some room ahead of him. Pass intended for Irvin. And Herm Edwards picks it off. And now the Eagles, with a first down, could pretty much end this game. A huge interception by Herm Edwards. Cowboys had managed that drive well. Until that handoff, McCoy. Brought down, Cowboys will use a timeout. That's their first, they have 2 left. It'll be 2nd and 7. Hurts in the shotgun. It's another handoff. McCoy, once again, bottled up. 3rd and 6, minute 43. Anthony Hitchens with the tackle for Dallas. Third and 6. Hurts to throw. Pass. Deflected. Almost intercepted. Charlie Waters almost caught the deflection. Remember, Byron Evans picked off a deflection earlier on. The first of Staubach's 2 interception throws. So the Eagles will punt. Dallas will get the ball back. But time is not their friend. Taken by Austin inside the 20, out to the 25. So Staubach will have to shake off the memory of that interception. Again, the Cowboys are pretty much 10 yards away from being in solid field goal range for Chris Boniel. Now they'll have to regroup. They're going to want about 40 yards at least on this to have an opportunity. Staubach drops back. Pass to the right-hand side, incomplete. 14 of 26 for 221 for Staubach. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. A lot of hit or miss for this Cowboys offense. Play action. Over the middle. Complete. Michael Irvin out across the 45. When in doubt, go to your best player. 8 for 161 for Irvin. Brought down by Bradley. No huddle for the Cowboys. Approaching a minute left. Play action. Over the middle again. Complete. That one's to Novacek. Down to the 36. So the Cowboys have had success throwing in the middle of the field. It's when they've gone to the outside that they've had some issues. 58 seconds left. The Eagles have used a timeout. We'll see if they conserve it up a little bit here. Handoff there. Here's Emmett. Stuffed again. Timeout by the Eagles. Whoa, this is a good one. Again, the Eagles led most of the way. Dallas overtook them. But after the go-ahead touchdown by Dallas, Timmy Brown returned the ensuing kickoff 99 yards to put Philadelphia back in front. Pass there, complete. Once again, Irvin on that quick little slant. 9th catch of the game from Michael Irvin. It would now be a 42-yard field goal for Chris Boniel. The Eagles have now used all of their timeouts. Handoff. This is Robert Newhouse, his first carry of the game. He'll pick up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Cowboys will let the clock run a bit. They do have the 1 timeout left they've been sitting on. Drop back. Pass, short pass out wide to Novacek. Has the first down. Inside 20 seconds. Clock is ticking. And the Cowboys are going to take that timeout. 5 seconds on the clock. Kind of feel like they should really let it go down to like 2 or 3 seconds, but maybe that's a little bit nitpicky. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to kick this field goal attempt and then give the Eagles a chance to return the kickoff. So it's proper clock management on the whole, but it could be a little more nuanced than it is. So Chris Boniel for the win. 32 yards out, and it's good. Boniel puts it through, and the Cowboys, in the waning moments, look like they're going to escape disaster here in the tournament. 27-25 Dallas. 2 seconds left. We'll see how they decide to play this kickoff. If they bang a line drive kick. Again, Timmy Brown, 99-yard kickoff return earlier. Fielded here at the 8. Brown out across the 20, out across the 25. And Brown breaks it! Brown breaks it! Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Second kickoff return of the game for Timmy Brown. Touchdown, Eagles win it. Eagles win it. Timmy Brown does it again. Stunned disbelief in Dallas. Timmy Brown wins it for the Eagles, his second kickoff return. Oh my God. The Eagles pull off the upset. Holy cow. Holy cow. Timmy Brown sends the Eagles into round 2. And the Cowboys, arguably the favorites. I would probably say the 49ers are the best team in the NFC, but the Cowboys are close. Oh my God. Timmy Brown does it twice. Wow. Well, I have not seen, I think I'd only seen in all the tests that I've run, I think I'd only seen like 2 kickoff returns before this game go the distance, and Timmy Brown does it twice in one game. 91 yards. Let's look at it from behind Brown, see what he sees. Well, look at this. There's your hole. Good block. Oh, borderline clip. Tolbert gets picked off there. But that's the seam. He blows through that. Bonial's all the way up the field. And now they don't even have the kicker back. And that is it. So perhaps a clip that should have been called. But regardless, if you're Dallas, there's just no way that you can give that play up there. And the Eagles pull off the upset. 31-27 in Dallas. The Eagles advance. Oh, that's a hell of a game. Completion percentages are right where I want. Again, I want this modeled after late 80s, early 90s. So you want your QB leaders in around the 60% completion percentage, low 60s, not like high 60s like it is now. So 51.7 and 60%. We'll take that. That's what we want to see. Again, Staubach was out of this game for a little bit. 3 TDs, 2 interceptions from Staubach. Those definitely hurt. Sean McCoy, Ezekiel Elliott. Great job by the Eagles on both Elliott and Emmitt Smith. Emmitt was completely bottled up in this one. DeMarco Murray broke off a couple of nice runs, 6 for 54. But neither team's running game really got going. Irvin, a big day receiving. Nobody else, I think, had more than 4 catches. Irvin had 9. And a pair of scores for the Cowboys. But a pair of Timmy Brown touchdown kickoff returns send the Eagles into round 2 of the tournament. Greatly appreciative of you guys staying with me here. Again, one of the things that watching these tournament games will do is we'll see. Right now, the kickoff return thing looks like just an outlier, just a terrific performance by Timmy Brown. Obviously, if as this tournament goes on, we see that there are too many kickoff returns, then we know that we're going to have to adjust the return ratings for different players and stuff like that. But that's the purpose of this tournament. Again, doing a tournament like this before the league actually starts is to really kind of see that nuanced stuff, announcing every play and watching every play in detail and kind of seeing trends and stuff like that that might need adjusting to make this as good as it can be before it is done. School Gamer 95, how are you? Thanks for checking in. I appreciate you tuning in to the broadcast. I hope you were able to catch the very end of it there. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat for a few minutes, so I don't know when you arrived, but I'm glad that you did. Greatly appreciate you checking in. Again, I apologize, folks. I did get this broadcast started a bit later than I intended to tonight. Work kept me a little bit late, but wanted to get it in, and glad that I did. So again, next broadcast of the football is probably not going to be until Friday, because I'm going to have to create playbooks for whichever is the next matchup that I do. The 2 games I've done so far are the only playbooks that I've created to this point. So again, this is a long process to get this done, but when this project is done and released for Madden, I think everybody's going to have a hell of a lot of fun with it, and I am looking forward to all of that. So that'll wrap it up for now. Again, hit that like button if you have not as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as yet to keep up on everything going on with the Legend Sports Universe and the Franchise Stars Football League project. Thanks again for checking in. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. The Eagles come back and defeat the Cowboys 31-27.